As always, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. Rich is making another video about XRP today. I hope everyone is enjoying their day wherever they may be in the vast world. Today we will discuss XRP, and once more this is the one-day chart. At $3.05, we are seated here. XRP has held above $3 so far this morning. As I mentioned before, the 7-day chart shows higher lows. The first two were followed by another higher low, and yet another higher low. Unless some terrible news breaks that sends Bitcoin plunging and the rest of the market plunging, it appears that we are going to keep rising. Since Bitcoin is already back above 116k, we should continue to rise with it. I'm eager to watch it make its last ascent, so that we can see where Bitcoin's top comes in. I continue to predict that it will be less than 130,000. All of these forecasts of 200,500,000. It will be difficult, in my opinion, to surpass $130,000. Let's watch how everything turns out. And for that reason, it appears like XRP is rising today. For $200 million, Ripple will buy Rail, extending its dominance in stablecoin payments. Thus, as the need for stablecoin-based flows keeps increasing, Ripple and Rail stand to gain. Customers will be able to confront this market transformation head-on, thanks to Ripple and Rail. When combined, they will have asset flexibility and a stablecoin on off-ramps. Customers benefit from the flexibility that third-party and treasury payments provide by being able to handle both internal treasury flows and third-party payments made on behalf of their clients through a single platform with ease. In addition to offering competitive pricing on high-value tickets, premium digital asset liquidity facilitates payments across a range of digital assets, including RLUSD, XRP, and others. As you can see, XRP will be incorporated. Virtual accounts and collections. Reduce entrance barriers and operational obstacles by enabling users to transact with digital assets without opening specialized cryptocurrency bank accounts or wallets on centralized exchanges. Additionally, they will make onboarding easy. Additionally, individuals will use anything that is simple, easy to integrate, and continuously active. Through a single API, infrastructure links clients to a worldwide payment network that is open around the clock for efficient onboarding. With more than 60 licenses that satisfy the strictest requirements for financial institutions, no one wants complex enterprise-grade compliance and licensing delivery that delivers regulated, secure payment flows. Banking Partner Network provides clients with robust worldwide coverage by offering a new degree of inherent redundancy and dependability through the collective multi-bank partner network. This is a significant purchase. In a video yesterday, I expressed my excitement about Ripple's upcoming acquisitions, and this occurs the very following day. And it's a huge one. Currently, Rail controls 10% of the market for business-to-business stablecoin payments. Rail will accept payments in XRP and RLUSD. As you may know, Rail is one of those businesses that has a lot of uses, which gives XRP even more potential and will help RLUSD outperform the others. I think this is moving in a pretty good way. Ripple simply connected to global rails, which supports Fedwire, ACH, Swift, SEPA, FPS, and even crypto around the clock. This is really that large. You see cryptocurrency all day, every day. The payment schedule is as follows. For Fedwire, this means that it is before 3 p.m. on the same day during US banking hours. Believe Fedwire will eventually extend the timeframes as well. ACH within US banking hours the same day or the following day. During US banking hours, Swift takes 1 to 4 days. Swift is simply out of date. Swift will fall behind as they aren't really making an effort to stay up with the others. Europe. SEPA is the same day, 24 hours a day. Instant SEPA CT same day or the following day. During business hours in Europe, FPS CHAP on the same day or the following day. During business hours in the UK, IMPS, the same day or the following day. You may notice the direction of this. Everything will now be in real time as we move closer to real-time payments. Real-time payments are much better than same-day ones, you know. And their increased use of XRP is what will actually open it up. Chad Steingraber is the source of this. Well, have a look at the top investors in the recently purchased Rail by Mr. Mike Novogratz, Galaxy, and Ripple. Novogratz is holding XRP, of course. Additionally, they have a sizable interest in Ripple. But then you see them on the news and the mainstream media, attacking both XRP and Ripple, pushing the entire Bitcoin and Ethereum story as hard as they can because they don't want you to purchase XRP. That's the crux of the matter. If you are a retail investor, you should never own an asset like XRP. For institutional investors, that is. In the first place, it was never intended for retail. They encourage you to invest in Ethereum and Bitcoin. Brad Garlinghouse also had some thoughts on this. There is no such thing at Ripple as the August doldrums, he explains. We are thrilled to announce the acquisition of Rail Financial. Everyone believes that Ripple will eventually slow down. The Ripple never slows down. Since 2022, when everything seemed to be at its worst, FTX and Luna have been collapsing and more catastrophes have been occurring. The entire crypto crackdown was taking place. Nevertheless, Ripple continued to advance. Hedera is no different. Constant expansion during the worst period for cryptocurrency. In the end, Ripple made a significant global debut in 2020. Despite this, many continue to believe that holders of XRP will not see significant profits in the upcoming months. Right now, the true value of XRP ought to be significantly greater. Monica Long added her voice as well. For good reason, stablecoin payments are widely used. We were confident that the Rail Financial team's product capabilities would enhance those of Ripple Payments when we first met them. By working together, we're simplifying stablecoin-based payments for the requirements of any financial institution. We will be able to offer features like USD and stablecoin pay-in payouts without requiring users to own cryptocurrency or handle their own accounts. Not to mention market-leading liquidity, a vast and extensive worldwide network, and more. Rail, welcome. They wish to simplify this. Their goal is to be adopted by the institution. And what will happen to the institutions? Somewhere it would be easy for them to board. They do not desire a convoluted procedure. I believe that this will occur. Listen to David Schwartz by clicking this link. He discusses stable coins. I believe that there will be use cases where digital assets like Bitcoin and XRP make sense, and where volatility can be either a benefit or a drawback. Then there are other situations when a more stable token, such as RLUSD or another stable coin, would be more appropriate. Where the recipient doesn't want to handle the hassle of owning a volatile item, or where the volatility is a drawback. Therefore, I believe that enterprise use cases will be seen in anything from tokenized real-world assets to trade clients. Almost everything is in essence a payment. As if a loan were a payment, isn't it? I give you the money you borrow, and you return the favor. Tokenized securities purchasing Apple shares entails paying money for that stock. Additionally, there is always a payment due when you sell it. Therefore, I believe that using stable coins as a payment asset will be one of its applications. If the beneficiary simply wants to have a set quantity of money and doesn't want to deal with volatility. Applications where the endpoint beneficiary of the cash is not someone who is very interested in engaging in the digital asset market will find it particularly intriguing. Similar to purchasing groceries. The owner of your grocery business may want to get involved in the digital asset arena, but they most likely just want to see money. As a result, it permits the endpoints to be simpler. What is the potential utility of the interior components and machinery? Believe that one case will involve collateral. For example, you must greatly over-collateralize if you employ a digital asset as collateral. For example, it might have been worth more tomorrow if you had used XRP collateral. Most likely not, but it might. Additionally, the person accepting the collateral is unlikely to want to take that chance if you are using it as collateral. Therefore, using digital assets as collateral is a little problematic. Yes, if there's a tax optimization and you have a lot of it. However, we won't create the new financial system to optimize taxes for those with large amounts of digital assets, will we? You will want more stable assets for collateral. Purchasing brokerages like Hit and Road, which is a process of acquiring, has a lot of collateral, which is another intriguing aspect from Ripple's perspective. Therefore, we're looking at really effective methods to employ stable coins like RLUSD to have collateral that is more liquid, easier to move about, and so on. He is essentially telling you that stable currency will be used everywhere. Because the majority of people do not yet want to deal with digital assets. Once widespread adoption starts, and everyone is talking about cryptocurrency, it will suddenly become mandatory for everyone. It is similar to everything. No one wants to touch it at first. However, when a few major participants in the market, like as JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, or BlackRock, suddenly start discussing it, everyone begins to take notice and realize that they must have that as well.